I'm Eliza Sapkota. I'm a Satellite Research Fellow at Antarikchya Pratisthan Nepal. Today, I'll be talking about the space projects and education projects that Antarikchya is currently working on. Antarikchya Pratisthan Nepal is a non-profit organization which is fully focused on conducting space projects here in Nepal to enhance space education system, to educate younger students so that they could see their career in space technology. With the vision 2050 to launch Nepal's first astronaut to space. Antarikchya is focused to train the space engineers and R&D in space technology in Nepal. We are targeting younger generation to learn about space technology, mainly satellites right now. With next generation space program, we have referenced, or we are being inspired by the first launch of Nepal's first ever CubeSat, NepaliSat-1. It is the main inspiration that has helped Antarikchya to continue the space projects here in Nepal. We have, within Antarikchya, we are focusing students from as young from grade 3 to grade 7 with our PaperSat art program, which I will be talking about later. Along with this, we are also targeting primary school students with high school students for CubeSat program. I'll be talking about this program briefly throughout my presentation. About the Antarikchya is mainly focused on working on science and technology innovation and mainly to ask capacity building in Nepal. We have so few students or engineers or researchers that are fully working on space technology here. So Antarikchya is focused on training and developing these space engineers, enthusiasts, and researchers with providing the space facility in Nepal, space training in Nepal. So we have trained researchers through ground station operation. We have been working with Nepal's government along with Nepal Academy of Science and Technology. We have developed different antenna lab in different colleges like Kopo Engineering College, focusing on that can be utilized in future for the satellite that Antarikchya will be building along the overall Nepal. We have satellite research fellow who are working right now in international and national satellite projects. Antarikchya Pratisthan Nepal has mainly space projects and education projects. Within space projects, we have DAFE, which is an international collaboration project with Thailand, and Munal, which is, as Ira mentioned, it is CubeSat projects where we are training 9 high school students to build CubeSat, in-house CubeSat in Nepal itself. Also, we have one international project, which is DAFE 2. No. DAFE 2, which is also known as PHI-1 project, which I'll be talking about later. We have education programs targeting younger generation through PaperSat, Educational Cube, and SoftCube. Munal, let me talk briefly about Munal. Munal is high school satellite consortium project where we as an organization are training 9 high school students to build a 1-unit cube satellite, which is named as Project Munal. We are focusing the private and governmental sector schools. We have about 4 school students within this project, and this project is planned to be launched this August 15. Right now we are at flight model stage of Munal. I'm at India performing the flight model testing along with 2 high school students and 1 Antarikchya Pratisthan satellite engineer. So we are right now conducting environmental testing, where we will do thermal vacuum testing, vibration testing on our satellites, and this will be handed over to Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, which will be launched through PSLV rocket this August 15. Within Munal satellite, it is actually the continuation of BERS 3 Nepali Sat-1 project, meaning we have similar 2 missions of Nepali Sat-1, which is a store and forward mission and imaging mission, where we have a camera as a payload. We have onboard computer, electrical power system as the main system. We have PACDS as attitude determination and passive attitude determination and control system. Backplane board is the board that we are using to mount all our PCVs, which have actually payload, which has payload that I have mentioned earlier. Within backplane board, we are connecting every PCVs that is performing the mission. For the camera mission, which is the main mission of Munal satellite, it is supposed to capture the images of space and Earth and separate the good and bad images using AI algorithm itself. We have OpenMV H+ camera with ground swath of 168 and 95 kilometers. As you can see, we have 2 camera payloads, IR camera and RGB camera. We have tested the missions throughout the engineering model phase and flight model phase of our satellite. So these are the results. Also talking about the passive attitude control and determination system, as Ira mentioned, I am specifically working on attitude determination and control system of Munal satellite, but we are planning for a simple mission right now, as it's just a 1 cube satellite. So going towards active attitude control will be very critical and very complex for us. So right now our satellite will have 4 magnets aligned on the rails of the CubeSat, which will interact with the Earth's magnetic field and passively align itself, actually passively control the satellite itself, so that it could be helpful for the camera mission to capture good images. So also we have SPDM mission. It is a satellite system on chip payload demonstration mission, where we are using STM32WL5 chip to conduct overall OBC onboard computer and the mission parts, so that in future we can use this chip as a single satellite, so it would replace the overall side subsystem of the satellite. The best part of Munal is that we are actually trying to represent Nepal's art, culture, tradition in space through this small art plate, where you can see we have different art that is being engraved on this plate. Also, we have another mission along with the art mission, which is where we have recorded different languages of Nepal itself and placed it along with the SD card here, which contains the song from the first ever Nepalese woman, along with the different languages. It's similar. We are trying to do something similar to the Voyager mission, so that our satellite could represent us as a whole overall Nepali in future. So this is a bit different part here. You can see we have 9 high school students along with the mentors and the satellite system engineers, the school teachers who are supporting the project Munal and helping students to actually work on the satellite projects. Talking about the DAFE Space Mission, DAFE Space Mission is an international collaboration mission in state Thailand, where we are where Thailand is hosting our payload within its satellite. Actually, MPCP will host a payload. This here is the payload that Antarikchya has designed, which will be hosted in 3-unit satellite, which have the mission of PX4 demonstration mission. PX4 meaning that we are trying to cut down the software development part, so that we could use open source software, and we could just cut down the software development time, and we can totally focus on the hardware part, the payload part of the satellite. So this is a great opportunity that we are collaborating with the international organization. So through this project, we are having experience where we can actually work with the satellite system engineers. We are just a satellite researchers, so it's a great opportunity. For the DAFI mission, our team, they went to India for testing their EM engineering models. So these are the pictures where you can see we are having a thermal vacuum test of our payload. Also for the payload itself, we have designed the ground sensor terminal in Nepal. It's just in experimental phase that whether we can design or not is a big question. It's in-house design of GST for natural disaster monitoring, so we can actually enhance the technology in future by just starting for the payload right now. The Kitsune, we have also been working. We have also been communicating. We had communicated with the Kitsune satellite from our GST, where we had a successful communication. Our system engineers, they had the communication. For the DAFI-2 mission, actually the PHI mission is deemed as a DAFI-2. PHI is Payload Hosting Initiative Program, which is being awarded by UNOSA to developing countries or the countries who has less opportunity to in space. The UNOSA Access to Space for All program, which is an inclusive program for countries like us. We have been awarded by UNOSA. So we are in this project. We are actually So actually, MBRSC Space Agency from Dubai, it's hosting our payload within its 12-unit satellite, which is FISAT. Right now, we have completed our mission definition review with the satellite system engineers team from MBRSC, and we have also completed our preliminary design review, and we are right now working in our engineering model of FISAT payload. I am the project manager, Nepal's project manager of this project itself. So it is a great honor to represent my country. As a woman, it is a great honor to represent my country in international platforms. So what we are doing is we are actually building a human resource who will work in satellite technology or any space technology in future in Nepal. This is a brief presentation of what the PHI project will be. We have a PX4 similar mission as a DAFI-1, where we will be implementing the PX4, and we are also focusing on different SDG goals, mainly the gender equality. Within this project, we are about more than 50% of the women working in here. So now I'll be talking about Antarikchya's education project, where Antarikchya is focusing to educate students or researchers about the space program or space education that Nepal can actually conduct here. Starting from the PaperSat, it is actually satellite made of plastics and papers, which can be used by small kids so that they could actually visualize what a satellite would be, what technology can be sent to space, or they can just play around with them to have a knowledge of space. So this is a PaperSat here. We have been doing satellite boot camp around Nepal in different schools and different colleges. So here students are actually imagining what space is, and they are painting it in a form of satellite, and they are also participating in competition where they are building educational satellite itself and deploying it and getting the data from the satellite, actually learning about the programming, the designing, 3D CAD. So you can see here. eCube is one of the educational training and educational kits that Antarikchya is now working on. Antarikchya has provided different training in different provinces in Nepal through this satellite kit, where it is actually a reference to actual One U satellite. We have overall system that a One U satellite has, but we have onboard computer, electrical power system. We are we are educating young students of the satellite systems, what satellite actually is. So through this, they are visualizing about the different technology that a satellite will have. Along with, we have educational training program, as mentioned earlier. Through this program, you can see the students are working on printed circuit boards, the circuits. They are actually learning about the structure. They are working with the attitude control, and they are also learning about the attitude control and determination system through small experiments or small demonstration here. These are the students. So Antarikchya is right now it's working for educating students through these programs, and actually the international and national satellite project itself. We are applying for different international opportunities. So it will be great experience for us to actually work alongside with satellite engineers. Right now, I'm here in Anand Technology, India, where Antarikchya is collaborating with Anand to actually build a Manav satellite itself. Actually, Anand is helping us to build solar panels, and it is helping us with different facility, as we don't have any environmental testing facility in India. We are supposed to, in Nepal, sorry, we are supposed to travel to India and conduct the testing so that we can actually launch the satellite that we have manufactured in our country. So these are the projects that are being conducted here in Nepal, the space projects, the satellite projects. So at last, I want to mention that there are many, as Sudeep sir mentioned, I am the mechanical engineer, so I also belong to that 25% of the women, I guess. So we also had a minimum of 7 students in around 120 total students. 7 of them were female. So it's just that we are getting the opportunity. It's a great honor to work in this field, space technology. I just want to encourage the Nepali young students to see their career in technology, STEAM, science and technology, mathematics, everything. So space is very huge. You will enjoy what you are doing, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing here. So it is great platform. So I want to encourage the young girls right there. So that will be all from my side. Thank you. Thank you so much.